Imagine this. You have been given the duty to search and find a particular business. Let's keep the name of the business as Sri Lakshmi Engineering. So you try searching through different department records. For example, the shop and establishment department, or the BESCOM, or the water department, or the pollution control board. So you find that the same company, Sri Lakshmi Engineering, has a different name, Sri Lakshmi Engineering Private Ltd, in another department record, and it is engineering works in another record. So in each system, the name and the address and all detail changes. And for example, in one system there is GST number. In another system, it has PAN number. In another system, it has no records or no license number, or it misses all these details. So this is the biggest problem mentioned in the problem statement. The government has no single view of that business, and because of this, the government cannot identify whether the business is active or dormant or inactive. So today, Karnataka has more than 40 plus isolated department systems with no unified business identity. So the problem that this leads to is that different duplicate records, weak compliance tracking, inefficient inspections, and zero cross-department intelligence. So this is a problem we wanted to solve, and that's why we built SETU. SETU is called State Enterprise Tracking and Unification System. It is a unified business identity and intelligence platform. So what it does is that it creates a single unified business ID, which is called as UBID, by intelligently linking fragmented business records across the department. So as I said, there are more than 40 plus records. So what SETU does is that it identifies, it links, and it maps. So for the prototype phase, we haven't still connected it with all the database records from the department, so it won't be fetching any data. For the prototype phase, we're just using it. We have created a window where business can submit the information, all the business name, all of the details will be submitted here. So once it's submitted, we will automatically we have used rule-based system to do all the normalization and change all the information into a standard form. For example, in private limited, will some will be private limited or some will be in full form using caps or small letter. All that will be there. So we'll validate and make sure it is in a standard form. So next phase is the matching. The matching we have our matching engine which analyzes reasons and then maps all the details, all the records from different departments into one single UBID. The UBID will be created. So here you can see this is the UBID, and for example, Sri Lakshmi Engineering, you can see the UBID, and you can see the different source links. All from different source, it has been mapped and connected under one single ID. And so this is done based on the confidence score. For each match, there is a confidence score. You can see here based on the name, address, license, PIN, GST, and all the details. We get a confidence score. So in case if it has high confidence, then it is auto linked. In case of medium confidence, it goes for a human review, and in case of low confidence, it automatically gets rejected. So this is how it happens. So you can see. Yeah. So you can go to the source link. So here you can see all the different sources from where it has been connected and been verified. So in case we want to have more details from a specific department, we can check it out through the connection. Yeah. So this is the first problem has been solved. The second problem is that we have to find whether a business is active or not. So that is the second step that we do. We are also an intelligence layer. So our platform, it analyzes signals like the electricity usage, the water consumption, the license renewals, and then the different details like PAN ID or GST number and filing. So to determine whether a business is active, it is dormant, or it is closed or in high risk. So here you can see how many businesses are active, how many are closed, and it is based on different scores and confidence level. You can see here the date, the reason, even the reason is given here. So for the currently submitted business, we can run activity intelligence and we can see. Okay, so currently as we have given only one business, we can see whether it is active, it is dormant or closed, and we can see the reason for why it is. Yes. So for each business, there are different event IDs created, and based on this, we are making sure whether so this is the score breakdown, and based on the score and based on the event timeline, we can see whether a business is active or not. And again, we can also check which business are active, which business are closed. For that, we have created a pin code based intelligence map. So based on the pin code, we can detect how many business are there in a particular place, how many are active, how many are inactive, and we also have our data assistant. So here we can ask questions to get details on various sources. For example, from the pin code, we have got all the different matches, all the different business in a particular pin code. So we can ask different questions and find data from the assistant. It is a RAG based assistant. So this is our query engine, our business intelligence, where you can run a query. That is how we solved the first problem, and we did not just stop with the identity part, but we also built the intelligence layer. So our platform analyzes signals like electricity usage, water consumption, license renewals, inspections, complaints filing, and all this to determine whether a business is active, dormant, or it is closed. So here you can see that for each UBID we match it with the different details and data, and we make sure whether the business is currently active or not. And so this gives the government something it never had before, the real operational visibility. And not just this, we also built a query engine, the BI query engine, where this is a place where officers can ask questions like whether how many active factories are in a pin code, and which haven't been inspected in last 18 months, or find how many businesses are closed in a particular area. So different questions can be asked. For the current sake, we'll just use some six different types of queries. So here you can see the active factories in pin code with no inspection in 18 months. So here the details have been given. Again, the dormant business with valid pollution consent. Again, we have extracted the details. So this is the intelligence layer which the government hasn't had till now, and through SETU we have made sure that it instantly provides actionable results with evidence. So this enables smarter inspections, better compliance tracking, and stronger policy decisions. And to make the system even more trustworthy, we also added the identity graph, as I already mentioned, for explainable linking, and then the review queues for human governance, and then audit logs. This review queue. So here, in case if you want to see how the identity has been matched, or the reason why a business has been matched active or inactive, and then in case if it has been in case of medium confidence, the human in the loop can act using the review queue. So yeah, this is the prototype of that part. And then we have the audit log for traceability, and in case of mismatch, we can correct it from here. Then we have the pin code intelligence map to just check the number of business active in a particular pin code. And then we also have rollback mechanism, so that in case of incorrect links, it can always be delinked. So here you can see that you can deactivate a link. So for example, if I want to deactivate the details from shop and establishment, I can easily deactivate it, and it automatically gets deactivated from the UBID. So this is how we have created an intelligence and identity layer, and we made sure that the government systems cannot function like black boxes, but every decision should be explainable. So for our prototype, we have created with synthetic ecosystem with more than one. Yeah. So for our prototype, we've created a synthetic ecosystem with more than 120 business, 447 department records, 750 activity events, and across seven stimulated government departments. So this proves that SETU works on large fragmented data sets and not just simple demo cases. So the SETU is not just generating ID, but it is for building the intelligence layer for the government of Karnataka. So a system where fragmented department data becomes connected, explainable, and actionable, that would help government to make faster, smarter, and more informed decisions. So that is SETU. Thank you.